I was very picky, and if they did one thing that I didn't like, I was
You was out.
yeah.
Serious.
Yes.
I think for me, when it comes to dating, I think I was young minded anyway, so I didn't really have much experience. And I always just was the yes girl. I didn't even think anything of it. To be fair, I was scared of boys, to be honest with you, when I was younger. Hey, ladies and gents, welcome to the Ladies Lounge podcast, where we are getting you unbound and uplifted in the name of Jesus. I am your host, Coco Dupree.
And I'm your host, Crystal Chanel. And we are going to really get into a juicy conversation today.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. And it's not just for the ladies. We're bringing the guys into it too. So we are going to be talking about dating, courting, and abstinence, and
all the things in between.
All the things in between. All the things? Are you sure? No.
Some of the things in between.
Yeah.
Okay, the big question. How do you know he's the one? Now, I hear this everywhere, I'm not gonna lie. I hear it everywhere, whether it's like people saying, whether they've gone on dating sites or whatever it is. I hear me saying, like, how do you know that person is the one? And how do you look for red flags and all this stuff?
I know we're going to talk about a red flag.
I know.
I hate that term, red flag.
No. I hear you. Like, I don't like it, but I do think maybe we don't call it a red flag, but yeah, because that almost makes it seem like no one should have flaws ever.
Exactly. That's why I don't.
So I get you, but there are non-negotiables. I know you like that.
Like non-negotiables.
Yeah, 100%. So like,
so we're gonna do red flags, non-negotiables.
100%. Okay, cool. So when it comes to like, how do we know? So in your I don't know, dating life, or how do you know if that person, or back in the day when you would have dated or whatever, did you think that, or was it more of like, I'm just dating? Like, was
there
any
about non-negotiables?
Yeah.
Yes, I did think about non-negotiables, but what I will say, as I got older, I used to have so many non-negotiables.
Picky.com. Yeah. I'm playing.
My family used to say to me, "You pick until you pick."
Okay. Yes. Never heard that one.
I'm not gonna finish. So I don't know. It was a tricky one. I used to have so many non-negotiables, and I was very picky. And if they did one thing that I didn't like, I was.
You was out.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yes.
Oh wowzers. Okay.
My mom used to tell me off. She was like, "Oh,
you're better than me," because I'm the first person to be like, "Oh my gosh, I just forgive them and keep it moving." Or I just, I always see the best in people, so I'll be like, "Oh, that's fine. That I could fix that," or I don't know, something can happen where
I would get into that mode when they're really, I'm the love word is there and I'm really invested. I would definitely get to that. Like I would overlook certain things and be patient with things and hope for more.
Yeah, of course.
In the future.
Of course.
But now, fast forward to now, I know exactly what I want and I'm a little bit more liberal with things.
Yeah.
I'm more wait and see and also pray and see woman. So yes, I would definitely date someone and then have a discussion with them. Yeah. One thing that I do love is intellect. I need intellect. I need that. I need great conversation.
So that's something that you look for.
Yes.
That's a non-negotiable.
It's a non-negotiable.
I
couldn't be in a space. One thing that I always say actually is, for me, anyone who I invest a concrete amount of time in, if I was boxed up with them, not that much space, very, very small space, for a few days, would I enjoy my time? If the answer is yes, then there's someone for me.
Interesting.
Yeah. because I
Mm.
need you know, what you're going to do for, what would it be, 72 hours? You know, I can think of many things, but when you include abstinence, it's not that.
Oh, wowzers.
Okay, so there needs to be dialogue, there needs to be fun, there needs to be a relationship outside of the relations.
Yes, 100%. I was going to throw something in there in terms
Mm,
of let's look at, well, I don't have the stats per se when it comes to the relationship during COVID, but
mm,
notice that during the COVID,
mm,
where people were stuck together and they had nowhere to go because you weren't
mm.
allowed to leave your house,
Yes.
how many marriages broke down and how many relationships actually broke up because of that?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
found that during that time. And that goes to
There
make
was.
me, that makes me see like, did they really know each other? Being stuck
Yeah.
in the roof during COVID actually taught a lot of people in terms of made you get to know that person.
Actually, there's a few things. I was laughing about something else actually.
Go on,
I'll tell you what I was laughing at first.
go on.
So during that period,
Mm.
there were a lot of men posting to say yes, they don't want their woman no more because they can't cook. Sorry, I found
Oh
it
dear.
hilarious. I really did, because they were just like, "Do you know how much I'm spending on Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff?" So there was a lot of posts going on around and circulating with like the men
Mm-mm.
about, you know, their living compatibility
Mm.
in terms of duties and care and things
Yes.
that they were doing.
Yeah.
So yes, that's interesting. And then on the flip side, it's more. I never. Do you know what? I never used to like Love Island at all. And the reason why, I used to actually say, my friend used to turn around and say, "You watching Love?" I said, "I'm not watching Love Nasty Island." That's what I used to call it, Love Nasty Island. So, but now what I do like, I like the concept when you talk about do you really know your partner? What
Mm.
I do like about Love Island is it's like a fast track to dating. And if you do meet someone, I feel that if you meet someone on Love
Mm.
Island on the whole, and they really connect and they really respect each other. I always say, for me, love is really important, but respect holds the title.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because you can love someone and disrespect them, and it completely fractures your love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find is the relationships that evolve positively on Love Island are ones where they respect each other and they
Mm.
respect each other's boundaries. They respect themselves. I think
Mm.
that's really important as well. And they're allowed to spend every single day with each other.
Mm.
They sleep with each other, you know. Like, when
Mm.
do you, I'm not saying that that's the thing that we should jump
We're not promoting
into.
that.
We're not
Yes.
promoting that.
Okay.
But the idea is that you you block out in Love Island, you block out all the noise.
Mm.
And being able to block out all the noise, the outside influences, guess what? It is just about you and him.
Mm.
And that is actually a beautiful thing
Mm.
if it's utilized in that
Yeah.
scenario
Yeah.
properly. So I do like that.
Yeah. I don't mind it. I mean, I say I don't mind it to a very certain degree. I think the only parts I disagree about it is just all the extra games that they have.
Me
Certain
not like
games, I just
me
like,
not like
you know,
this.
everyone is kissing each other. These silly
Mm-mm.
games, I just think like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm talking
it's
about the
just tea too
positive
much.
parts.
But
To me, that's
the
the
positive
positive
parts,
part.
absolutely. You know me, I've always got a caveat. I've always got something I'm going to throw in there. Like,
No, I
I'm
don't
not,
like it.
I'm not sure about that anyway
No, we
at
don't want
all.
kiss up, kiss up.
Definitely, definitely not. I think for me, when it comes to dating, I honestly, I think I was young minded anyway, so I didn't really have much experience. And I always just was the yes girl. I didn't even think anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I was scared of boys, to be honest with you, when I was younger. I didn't want to date. I was thinking, ugh, these smelly boys, I can't, you know. But as I've gotten older, and obviously as you do get older, you
Yeah.
get more experience, you understand. And I think for me as well, when faith is in the middle of it, I'm able to understand and know, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
what I truly want. And I have non negotiables. I'm not so picky
Yeah.
in a way, but even though I say that, I still have learned to know what I want and what I don't
Don't want.
want
Yeah.
100%. And yeah,
Let
I
me
don't
just pause
know.
you. When did you start dating?
When I was 18.
So I started dating when I was 18 as
Are
well,
you
actually.
serious?
Yeah.
That is so
Um,
crazy.
but a lot of women start younger.
Mm.
They start way
Yeah,
younger.
I say 17, 18. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And to be fair, I mean, if we go back into generations, they most probably didn't know what they wanted back then, but
their parents did,
but
and they were vetted by family
listen,
members.
I feel like
Yeah.
I wish I was in that type of family.
Yes,
Like
me
I
too.
like the Asian community where
Yeah.
the Indian way they find someone
They
for,
find
and I'm
them.
like,
They
why
vet
don't
them.
someone just do that for me, please? Like I will, it's fine. Like if, as long as you know what I want, then just someone set me up. But anyway, I wish we kind of had that because I feel like the
You might
parents,
be going back there
the
because the dating
parents,
scene right now.
yeah,
Something
it's
else.
yeah, it's absolutely crazy. I'm actually scared to date, to be honest, because anyway, that's another topic for another time. So, but yeah, knowing that person was the one, I always thought every person that I was with was the one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
you're not
obviously,
thin.
yeah, because for me, I was young-minded and had no experience. So I'm not to know really who the one really is. And I think as I've gotten older, I tend to now not just go off of what I think is the one. I have to look at experiences. So I'm looking outside. So I'm looking at my family. I'm looking at, okay, who's been married really long, and looking at them and, really looking up to them to understand what it takes to be in a relationship, and I look at long lasting, like, my uncle, my auntie, have they been married for 30 plus years? And I look at that, and another side been married for 50 years. I'm just like, wow, like what held you guys together? How did you know? But we know that relationships, regardless, is not a bed of roses. It's not rainbows and unicorns. It takes work. It takes cultivating.
Instagram does all this fluffy stuff.
That's what scares me.
And the picturesque stuff.
It's not perfect.
Looking glamorous together. You can get that. I'm not saying you can't get that. I'm not saying that you can't get a lot of greatness, but you have to be able to pick up the baton for your partner when it's not good. And some people are just not okay with that. We've got a lot of women out there at the moment that just want to be princesses, and princess treatment is nice. Don't get me wrong.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing. But sometimes the princess, i.e. Cinderella, I always call myself Cinderella, you have to know when to roll up your sleeves and really, do the work and support your husband.
Yes.
And I think if anything at all, if that story teaches us anything, it is that that particular husband saw that she was a lovely person and that she was a hard worker and that she could do all these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey there, it's Coco Dupree. Yes, it's your host from the Ladies Lounge podcast, and unfortunately I have had to cut this clip really short due to technical difficulties. Yes, it does happen even for us, but I hope we've given you enough of an episode for you to have a cliffhanger to watch the full episode. We will be back next week where you get to watch the whole thing. So don't worry, hold on to your seats because we will be coming soon. Yes, baby, you said it right. We will be back next week for the full episode. So I definitely hope that we will see you there. So from me, my daughter in the background, my home, and in my comfy attire, I will say see you next week. Shalom.